My name's Lesley Coulton and I'm 49. This is my 50th year. I didn't run at all until 2.5 years ago. I didn't actually like running. I was really a swimmer and exercise. And it was in July 2.5 years ago, I was watching Davey run and Heather Hamilton run a race, and the entries were still open. So Heather said, come round with me because I'm only going to walk and run it. Felons Valley, and that was my first marathon. And I ate a lot because I hadn't trained. I'd never run more than a mile in my life. And I've now done 36 marathons.
Wow. So what is it that's hooked you into it? I mean, what's the...
I've always liked long distance walking, and what I like about running is it's very social, and also you get to see a lot of lovely places in the environment. You're not driving around, you're actually seeing it. I love the outdoor adventure. You do meet friends, and it is quite a close community for the people that regularly run. It's taken me all over the world. And the sense of satisfaction as well, because very often you can be at a start line and you can think, I don't really feel like it today. But at the end of it, it's that satisfaction of completing it. And it's the overall feeling of well, you do feel healthier, you do feel happier in yourself. Oh, it does to me, it makes me feel happier. Absolutely. I've always been involved with working with young people, from teaching swimming, and then I was involved in a management role and putting on social inclusion projects. And again, because I'm from Manchester, Bury, Bolton, Wirral, Yorkshire, and I've worked in that managerial, strategic level in writing bids and putting things on for young people and doing inclusion projects. And it's great to write a bid and deliver, but you don't put yourself into it in terms of the blood and the sweat. And the thing with the 10 in 10, you're doing the two. And even my job as head of sport at the university, I was again working with young people, and we had social inclusion projects with an outdoor adventure centre there. So again, I've been very much involved in the sort of work Brayday does, but from a sitting down writing bids perspective and delivering. And it's nice to be able to put yourself into it more, with actually being able to physically run and give something back and feel the pain and feel...
It makes you feel alive, though.
Yes, and I do think it's very worthwhile. It's for me to sit and write a funding application isn't that difficult, but for me to day in, day out give something back of myself at the same time as raising money, you do get a feeling of more of self-worth than me just spending an hour writing a funding application. It's different. And again, with a personal challenge, I think people that do run, I've run 4 in 4 before, and it's that self-belief in yourself, because for me it is 90% mental. It really is, and it's getting your head focused around that you're capable. And then when you are working with younger people, I work very much now with older people, but same principles. It's being able to motivate and encourage them, and if you've been there yourself, it's easier
you've got something to draw on.
So
oh, excellent.
really
Wow, I mean, that's marvellous. I mean, good on you. And what do your friends and family think?
Twin brother thinks I'm absolutely mad and shouldn't do it, and not happy with me.
Why is that?
I have, because I have osteoporomedia, which weight-bearing exercise is actually good for you. He doesn't think I should really put my body through this. And I did a 100-miler in December, and I told him afterwards. And he's really pleased for me, but I didn't tell him before. Now it's getting nearer. He didn't want me to do it. Now it's getting nearer. He actually comes to Windermere quite a lot because my family live in Bury. He's getting more and more engaged with it. My daughters think they don't understand why I run. They think that I should use buses. I've got 2, but they think that buses and trains are far easier.
Well, they're right, but
than running.
That's not as rewarding.
No.
What age is they?
Ellen's 21.
And
Victoria's 19. On Sunday.
On Sunday. Oh, wow. Brilliant. And then, I mean, you touched about your work with young people, but what is it about the work that Brayday does that sort of is close to your heart?
It's about people, children, because I think with most of us, it's the personal experience you've had in your life. I mean, I was brought up with a one-parent family, and my brother and I pretty much got on with it. Mum was fantastic, but Mum worked and we had to get on. and we probably could have gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
And my brother, you know, we probably boarded on that edge and brought ourselves back. And we were lucky, and we were twins,
Yeah.
and we had each other. A lot of people don't have that, and they get in with the wrong company or for whatever reasons. And vulnerability can happen. To be vulnerable and to be young, you could be with a good family in a good place and still have vulnerability issues.
Yeah.
And it's getting that support, which I think is really important. And because I've worked with young people most of my life, I have first-hand experience in all different ways. I mean, I've run projects with graffiti art where young girls have expressed themselves in art and said things about their abuse that they wouldn't say
Yeah.
in a normal debate. So it's engaging people in a different way. And I think Brave is fantastic at doing that, because the learning experience in education, mainstream, is very standard. It's
Yeah.
one size fits all. And people don't learn like that. And a lot of young people learn creatively. And I think that's what Brave brings to people.
Yeah.
It's the creative approach to changing their life around.
Yeah. And hopefully steering them in the right
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
Brilliant. And then, how's the fundraising gone?
It's all right. I'm a third way through.
Yeah.
The bigger parts and the corporates and the sponsorship, I decided to leave to near the time, because I felt that 8-9 months prior to the event, I've had a lot of people that have said it's too soon or sponsor near the time. So they're the sort of things. Because I work for a charity now, I can't do any fundraising within my mainstream job because there's a conflict of interest. So I'm very much working, probably more around the Manchester area, because that's where I'm from. And I used to have a very strong link with Bury Lions when I lived here, so I'm hoping that I can do more fundraising in the northwest, even though I've emigrated to Devon.
Emigrated,
Hopefully,
yeah. That's probably a good idea, though. Brilliant. And then, looking forward to May, what are you most looking forward to?
I don't think there's any one thing. I think it's I'm looking forward to being with the people and being here and seeing what Brave they do and seeing the young people and being able to go out and run. I almost feel it's like a working holiday in a way, because you get up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you run, and then you have that preparation, and you're seeing the young people, because obviously I've been here before when the 10's been on, and you've seen the young people here themselves doing their activities. So I think it's the whole bubble really of the running, but being here at Brave with and again working with each other, supporting each other. Because again, seeing it as a spectator for 2 years, I've seen the highs and the lows, and I've seen how people need to be brought on, and I might be one of those people.
Well, who knows? You know? But I mean, you know what goes on, don't you?
Yeah,
And it is.
yeah.
It's not magical.
New. It's not new to me in terms of the Brave.
Yeah.
But what's new to me is I've run the marathon, but I've never run the event before.
You're right inside the bubble this time.
Yeah.
Good, brilliant. And what are you worried about? I mean, are you worried about anything in particular?
No, because I don't. I think worry brings a negativity, and I think mentally I've got to be strong.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, everybody will. The biggest fear is injury.
Yeah.
In terms of the course, probably my biggest fear is the cars, because they get very close to you, and it's you are on a main road and no pavement. So I think if I had one fear, it would be the traffic.
Yeah.
But in terms of everything else, you've got to be mentally strong, and I haven't got anything.
Yeah, good. Tough cookie.
No negativities. Just the positive.
Just the positive, yeah. Well, absolutely. And then probably the more difficult question, if you, again, looking forward to the event, if you could sum up in one word how you feel looking forward to the event.
Excited.
You choose the word excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's quite positive. Really looking forward to it and excited about starting it, yeah.